Pavlich and Walters are certain duties to be named tonight and available?
Oh, not definitively. We're going to have our last session. They've all cleared all their tests, but it's going to be up to the individual how they feel. They're symptom free, so this is our first real session, so we won't know. But well, it's an interesting topic discussion, isn't it? There's testing that's done, but there's still grey areas, so it's really about how they feel. As long as they both pass their cog state test, but they'll train. Matthew will partially train, I would think. Michael's further advanced, but yeah, optimistic on both, but no guarantee on either. Does that make sense?
Yeah. Pav's had the 2 knocks in 2 weeks. Do you have to make a decision there, or will you leave it?
No, it's regardless of me. I don't get involved. Our doctors make all the calls on all injuries, and as long as they're symptom free, they're available to play. But then it really becomes up to the individual as well. So, look, if there's any concern whatsoever, it wouldn't even be a discussion. But clearly there's no concerns as we speak now. So, but that can change and shift quickly. We know that, and we've got at all times our players' best interests at heart, even though we're a hard-nosed professional football club. So that's the approach we take, and clearly it's topical, isn't it? You know, so yeah, we're vigilant.
You normally hold players over. Is it even more important this week just to give you the option right up until 90 minutes before?
Oh no, I wouldn't have thought. Well, yeah, we do. We always hold them over because, as we know, with the John Griffin, Aaron Sandilands, things change. So we do hold over, and that's always the wrestle. Is it 1? Is it 2? You know, we'd love our appeal draw along with the AFL, but that's not practical for all parties, stakeholders. So whoever we hold over won't play because Peel play on the Saturday. So yeah, we do hold over. How many's always takes a half hour to work through. So it is what it is.
Ross, when you say they passed their test, were they this morning, the COG test?
No, they were early in the week, so they've passed early. Yeah.
Sometimes players pass one earlier in the week and then play on later in the week. Will they have to undergo?
Do they? I'm not aware of that. To be honest, that's new information to me.
Will they undergo another one, or is that?
I got no idea. I think they have a COG state and they pass it, and will they do another one? I don't know the process fully, but do you?
Blake had failed one last year, then he did one later in the week. Didn't he? Maybe the.
Yeah, okay. So as opposed to if you pass, you don't do another one. So we're having a silly conversation.
because of Walters and Pavlich.
Or irrelevance, probably.
Michael Apnes has just sort of gone through. How is he? And that's quite Michael Apnes.
How's Michael?
Yeah.
He tore his posterior last week and he was 10 weeks.
Yeah, so that's a fairly... how is he with that? I mean, he's a young, developing big player, key forward that you're looking to...
Naturally, he's disappointed. So, as always, we wrap all the resources around him and he'll rehabilitate and play football again this year. So, was unfortunate up at Bassadine Oval, so he just hurt his knee. So, look, it's not great. We don't like to lose anyone, and particularly young, tall players. So it's not career ending, it's 10 weeks, but it's a significant injury. We're really disappointed for him and us.
Ross, do you have any thoughts on the sub-rule and the way it's structured after losing 2 before half-time?
No, as I said, I don't make policy on the run. I think it's topical. I'm not that interested in it. I know the sub's there. I just deal with what's in front of me. I think at the end of the year, all clubs get an opportunity to put in their view, which we would do, but we'll go through a correct process of review and putting our thoughts and going through the right channels through the AFL. I'm not sure it serves any purpose banging on in the media about it, but each to their own.
Ross, will Zach Dawson get a run with Peel this week?
He'll train today. We're going to have a further discussion. It would only be, I think they're saying he's ready to go if he gets through today, but I think in view of events like losing a couple, I'm more leaning towards giving him another week of full training, which would give him a month of full training, so he'd come back in pretty good nick. But that's exciting for us, that availability of a key defender becomes, you know, with Alex losing Alex, it becomes paramount that he gets through unscathed for us. You know.
Talk to you about
defenders. Dustin Fletcher turns 40 today.
Can you believe it?
Yeah. You know what it takes to get up each and every week for a long period of time. Can you believe a player is still playing at the age of 40?
He's pretty special. I had the fortunate to work with him in the international rules, and look, he's an opposition player, but I think we all acknowledge what a wonderful achievement. And he talks himself to why, because he's able to sort of, when he's there, commit and then relax, and that he's laconic. He was relaxed. He was really good company, and when he needed to be professional, I think if you're someone that just stays on edge the whole time, it'd be hard to do. And obviously, genetically, he's quite gifted, and he works really hard at it. So it's a wonderful achievement. But I think it just shows everyone wants to label people and write everyone's stories. You know, he would have been retired 6 years ago, wouldn't he, if convention played a part. So it's good to see people buck convention and conservative views.
Did you ever play against him?
I can't remember, mate. To be truthful.
He started in '93, wasn't he?
Yeah, I can't remember. I wouldn't have thought so. I wouldn't have thought so.
Do you think there's quite a few players in their, say, early 30s or approaching mid-30s that might get written off too quickly and perhaps miss out on a couple of years of talent?
Written off by who?
Well, maybe media or fans
maybe.
or coaches or who knows?
I think what happens if you're at a club that's winning and you're playing good footy, it's easy to go on. But if you're a veteran, you know, that desire to renew and refresh your list plays an important role. So often it's circumstance.
What have your motivations, Ross? You mentioned you hadn't been able to see them live, but you've obviously had a look at the
Yeah,
tapes.
their best is very, very good. And they've got all elements. They've got some wonderful tall forwards in Carlisle and Danaher. You know, Hurley's there, and they've got Fletcher and Hooker's an All-Australian full-back, so I understand that. Belchamber's a really good ruckman, and they've got a powerful midfield. So we're under no illusion what lays in front of us, and they're a significant challenge. But from our end, we're really excited about the football we're playing. We have another opportunity to improve. That's what we're about, improving every week. We felt we took some step forwards last week. And, you know, again, with respect, the calibre goes up, and it's a good opportunity to get out there and test ourselves again. And, we've got a couple of those issues to work through, which is, Walters and Pavlich. But outside of that, we're healthy, and we're really excited. You know, the form and the effort we're displaying, we're looking forward to getting out there and playing in front of our members and fans Saturday night.
Assuming all goes well with having Walters, how much of a boost is it to have them available this week?
Yeah, it's handy. Yeah, they're pretty good players.
In terms
Yeah.
of obviously Pat's experience as well and way.
Yeah, I think, mate, we all know Pav's a great player, but we love having our captain there. He leads us really well, and he stands up. But you know, one goes down, next one comes in. We've won lots of games without Matthew, so we like him there. If he's not there, well, that's okay. We move on and we accept the challenge.
Yes, they've been quite successful here in Perth. Can you put a finger on why they play so well here, or seem to play so well?
Yeah, I've got no idea what their record is. I know they beat us the other year in 13, was it?
Yeah,
Yeah,
They've
we
won
beat them
3 out of
last
4.
year.
3
Is
of the
it?
last 4
Against the Dockers?
No, against at Domain, Patterson's.
So playing the other mob as well.
Yeah,
Well, I
two-
coached the
two
other
each.
mob, so I think we played them twice. We won one. And look, past results mean nothing. We're 5-0, but those 5 wins aren't going to count when the ball's bounced. And their win against St Kilda's not going to count. It's about what you get done on the night, and the past is irrelevant, really. I think history can be an indicator of a predictor of future behaviour, but you still got to get it done.
Ross, when you look for upside in the team, is the form of your 2 gun small forwards an area where you've got upside? They've sort of been solid without being spectacular sometimes.
Well, Hayden missed a couple, hasn't he? Yeah. So he didn't have his best day, but it's always hard to come back. So we back him in again, and Walters, I think he's been pretty good. I mean, it's not only kicking goals; it's seeing goals kicked. And but you're right. I think there's some upside there, no doubt. You know, so we've got plenty of improvement in us. There's no doubt about that.
One thing that you have improved, Ross, is your fast starts, which has been sort of evident on the first 5 rounds. It's no doubt pleased with that you're getting out of the blocks early.
Yeah, it's important. Yeah, it's important you lay a foundation within the game, and but they'll be trying to do the same thing. So good teams start well. So we want to be a good team. You need to start well. It helps.
Ross, it's your 200th game as coach
Yeah.
this weekend.
Yeah.
Can you just maybe give the fans a bit of an insight as to how tough it is to be a coach? And
Look, I think the tough part's overrated. It's a really good job. I really enjoy the job. I take the responsibility seriously. It's not that hard. Just work hard and have some really good players. I've been fortunate. I've had 2 playlists that try really hard and got enough genetic talent to get it done. So I've enjoyed it. At the end of the day, it means nothing. Squarely focused on the game in front of me. The past is relevant, but you know it's been a privileged position, and I take it very seriously. But hard? It's not hard when you enjoy something.
in terms of the specifics then of what you love about the role, what are some of the things that kind of stand out for you?
Yeah, I like working with young people, and you see them develop themselves on and off the field, and you see a group of men working hard, and everyone talks about wins and winning, and that's important, but it's enjoying the process and what they learn about themselves and how they grow and how they stretch, and to see that and to see them drive the culture of this club and drive their team in the club, that's really enjoyable to be a part of.
There's some entertaining shots of you in the coach's box last week.
There always are, and always will be. That will never disappear.
Very frustrated last week. Was that only the way you were playing, or I mean, you're sitting at 4-0 leading into that game, everything was going well. Were you more frustrated than normal, or did we catch?
Not really. I just think 2 hours on you. I'd like to see you in 2 hours of your most intense job. So no, it's fine. It's good to let things out before you get down to players. It's good to be demonstrative. There's nothing wrong with that. No more, no less. That will always be there. Camera on you. Which it's fine. It's part of the package, isn't it? It's all entertainment. So, and ultimately you forget it's there and you get going. And it's a non-issue. And I need to let some stuff go in there. It's how I work. And it doesn't worry me either way. Was I any more or less? We just slaughtered the ball a little bit when we could have put them to the sword. Does it make sense? Yeah.
Ross, are you a hard man? Hayden Ballantyne said hard but fair. Do you think you're a hard man as far as a coach?
I don't self-assess too much. I think players tend to know what you are, and if I'm happy to accept hard but fair, it's not a bad position.